Hey guys, welcome back. In this one we're going to go through and start to tie all the pack together. So in the last video we watched, we saw that I was starting to put all the taps on all of the cells, or where the cells would be connected on the PCB. I went through and checked all that. That seemed to be checking out okay on the PCBs. Belled them all out. So now it's starting to get super serious. So in all honesty, I can't express how terrified I was through this entire process. It's really quite dangerous, this step of putting battery packs together, particularly really big ones. So you're starting to get an understanding of how big this battery pack is and how tightly packed it is. So you can build really big battery packs pretty safely, particularly with like prismatic cells and things like that. But these are pouch cells. The terminals come out really close together, and it's a really dense battery pack. So and then once you start dealing with bus bars, so the bus bars are 25mm by 6.5mm copper. Those bus bars are not going to melt. They're going to conduct 400, 500 amps, no problem. They'll get warm, pretty warm, but they won't melt. So if we attach a bus bar incorrectly, or if we put the cells around incorrectly in the cell stack, then that's not going to be very fun for me. So yeah, I was pretty respectful of the situation that was happening. I switched off the video for a while, coming right up next, because I really just needed to focus on making sure that I was putting this together in a safe way. I had a safe operating procedure I was working off. I was insulating each one of the bus bars with tape, so there wasn't an accidental slip up so I'd touched another bus bar, because it would be a direct short circuit. And we're putting the corrosion inhibitor on each one of the ones as we went up the tower. And as I went up the tower, I was flipping it back, front, back, front, back, front. So I was connecting each cell in and Loctiting all of the fasteners down all at the same time. So it turned out to be a pretty safe operating procedure. I didn't have any slip-ups. I actually had an accident with one of the cells outside of the tower where I accidentally touched two metal objects apart, and it blew the tabs right off the cell, vaporized them. So that sort of brought me into putting the tower together with a pretty healthy respect for what these cells could do, and an even more healthy respect for battery packs. So yeah, I had all the safety equipment out. I had masks and flash masks and all that sort of stuff on. Unfortunately, I couldn't wear the flash mask. I just couldn't see through it, and it was more risk than it was for safety. I had all of the fire suppression equipment. I had 30 kilos of CO2 and buckets and buckets of dry sand there, and clear access and egress to get the hell out of the space should there be an accident. So I can't stress to you guys enough that you're dealing with a 10 kilowatt hour battery pack that is 60 odd kilos of lithium ion. It's extremely dangerous. So this is sort of something not to be taken lightly when you're going to put your batteries together at home. You have to really think about how you're going to do this safely. So yeah, basically got the pack together safely, didn't have any incidents. You can see I was measuring voltage as I was going up the pack just to make sure I hadn't done anything stupid. It was triple, quadruple checking everything along the way, every step of the way, to make sure that I hadn't put something in back to front, or hadn't put a cell in back to front, or done something silly like that. So in this bit, you can see that I'm starting to hook the heat pads on the outside of the pack, and the heat pipes will go down the center of the pack. So these are special 12-volt heat packs. And what they'll do is the battery management system will switch them on when the battery pack gets below a certain temperature. So you're able to charge your battery pack under normal charging conditions in very low ambient conditions and not hurt your pack, because you're warming your pack up. Lithium ion chemistry doesn't like charging and discharging when it's very, very cold. So your battery pack heater is super important, and tons of home builds and self builds forget about this. And you're spending all this time and effort building your battery pack together. You may as well protect it and keep it safe. So yeah, guys, I hope you found this really, really helpful. I've got more in-depth videos, but they're way too long. They go for ages. This took me nearly 3 days to assemble end to end, over 3-4 days period. So I had to go and come back. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.